MLB Network's coverage of And now here is Tommy Pham, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch on its way from Verlander. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
Set to deliver on 2-1. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
Hit out towards second. Oh, Altuve. He's up with it. The throw. It's there, and he's out. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard. So an excellent play at second base for a team that's done well defensively all year. As we take a look at the league leaderboard in terms of team fielding percentage. And as you can see, the Astros currently lead the AL in that department. Just gets a piece of it. Strike one. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Daryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Daryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Fernando Tatis Jr. is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Down 0-2. Maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Stepping up is Michael Brantley. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Astros, the left fielder.
And a strike called at the knees. Nothing in 1. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty V, we've got a team here that's been playing some pretty good baseball. They're not quite in first place yet, D-Row, but they're playing good, and they'd like to stay competitive through the month of May.
Yeah, they've played okay. Let's be honest. They've hit okay. They've pitched okay. They're capable of much better than this, but it's early. We find ourselves just in the early phases of May. Ride it out and find a way to get hot.
Pham has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Number 3.
Striding in for Houston, Miles Straw. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And this will stay playable as it's taken in just shy of the screen for the second out.
Batting third.
So 2 out, nobody on, and that'll bring up Yordan Alvarez. Now a check swing on the pitch inside, but he definitely broke the plane, and that's the first strike. And this is high, a ball and a strike. 1-1. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. The relay. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. An inning in the books. Here's Manny Machado now. He's coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. And he fouls this one off.
Machado.
And he takes strike 2. Nope. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. It was a two-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. A ball and a strike to the Padres' first baseman.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first two.
Swung right over the top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. Throw on the first, and Verlander's got it going here, 2 away.
That is good.
So here's Will Myers looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Popped him up. Castro is under it, and he makes the play to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. He comes in with a 6-game hitting streak to his credit, so he'll look to keep that rolling in this one. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind at the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Ball even at 2-2.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
And another foul ball. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Nola has it, and the throw is there to record the first out. Next up, Jose Altuve, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Ball 2 now. Altuve is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Curveball, but a good job to lay off, and he works out the free pass.
Batting 6th.
Here's the first pitch to him. Carlos Correa comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
And this one gets away. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. Fouled off. Altuve leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Fouled away. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
And it's fouled away. And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Still a ball and 2 strikes. trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls.
High and deep to left center field. Back goes Grisham, and that one is gone.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Kyle Tucker stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Late swing on that curveball right there to run the count 0-2. Don't think he recognized that one too well.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Ball 2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Here it comes. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Base is empty, 2 away, and digging in to bat next, the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. Fastball right back to the mound, and he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Astros play 2 on.
Back now in Houston, home of the Astros, who've certainly treated their fans to some impressive pitching so far this year. With the lowest team ERA in the league, it's clear they typically post solid outing after solid outing. And one of the members of their coaching staff told me a big part of that has come from their ability to limit the long ball, a category they also lead the league in. He said that forces the opposing lineups to really string together hits in order to score, because a bloop and a blast is just not something you're going to get off of us. Guys, this appears to be a really tough group of pitchers to barrel up.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Altuve fields it cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting 9.
Striding forward now is the DH, Brian O'Grady. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Now the 2-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
I mean, he had to. I'm going to give him benefit of the doubt and say he was sitting something off speed, because to be late on a fastball in a count like that is just unforgivable.
Count even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put it in. So here is Jason Castro.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
Behind 0-2 now. Grounder down the line at third, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy up the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Michael Brantley comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw gets him, 2 down. Next to hit, Miles Straw, 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. Ball 1. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Tommy Pham back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Tucker moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting.
And at the plate is Jake Cronenworth. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Gurriel picks it up, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. And, Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Drilled down the line. Bregman gloves it. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. Padres just about set to go for the last of the 4th, but before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Leading off.
Here's the first pitch.
Astros, the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
A ball and a strike.
Down 1-1.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Alex Bregman is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball that's 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. Myers will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. Stepping in once again is Jose Altuve. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. High and deep down the left field line. And it's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Alvarez, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. 2 balls and a strike to Jose Altuve. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Reined in. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The batter, number 1.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And ambling over to the batter's box is Carlos Correa. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. Fouled off. Hit hard on the ground at third. Over to first, and that retires the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 4 full. The Astros lead it 2-0. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Skied into straightaway right. Tucker waits on it. 1 out. So 1 out and nobody aboard. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone. Next to the plate for the Padres, Will Myers, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. 0-1 the count. Padres still with the big goose egg in the hit column thus far. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
Strong finds some space out there for the catch to... Now to the plate, here is Kyle Tucker as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Another one sent foul. And he misses there, 1-2. And this is taken for a ball high and tight, 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. High in the air out to center field. Grisham is under it to make the catch for out number 1.
Now back.
So next to hit is Yuli Gurriel. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the pitch. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up. And that's the 2nd out. Now it'll be Jason Castro. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here it comes.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike. Inside, ball 3.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Fastball in there, 3-2. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The left fielder, number 23.
So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Michael Brantley. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. The 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Top half of the 6th about to get started. And that brings up Austin Nola. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
Trent Grisham is in for the 2nd time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. Fouled away. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. So next to bat will be Brian O'Grady, trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Now the 1-1 pitch. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. A solo shot here to left. His first home run of the season, and the Padres are on the board. It's now 2-1.
Well, it took long enough, but they're finally on the board. We might look back at this shot as a spark they needed to make their bats come alive. Then again, it might just be a blip on the radar. We'll see how the rest of the game unfolds.
To the plate now, Tommy Pham.
The left fielder.
As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Here comes the 1-2. Lifted in the air to center field. Strong is in his tracks now. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. But not before they answer back here with a solo home run. Through 5.5, it's the Astros 2 and the Padres 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Miles Straw. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home. Misses. Ball 2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Back goes Grisham, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Up next to the
That'll bring up Yordan Alvarez.
Yordan.
Bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Scored at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are two away now.
Bregman.
Alex Bregman swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Behind 0-2 now. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the sixth. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive hit.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Now at the plate here is Jake Cronenworth. He'll start the seventh, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of.
The 1-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Outside, 3-0 now. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Here comes the Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout. And it would appear that that's going to be the end of the afternoon for Justin Verlander. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Comes set and the 0-1.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1.
The third baseman, number 13.
And in steps Manny Machado. The numbers head-to-head with Steve Cishek. He's just 1 for 6. Starts him out with a slider too low for ball 1.
Well, these guys haven't had too many opportunities yet to test the running game in this one, so they could decide to put a man in motion right here.
That evens it up 1-1. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Changeup. Good pitch there. 1-2.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Eric Hosmer stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. As a look, now the pitch. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. This is swung on and hit to Altuve at second. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. Padres leave one. Our score remains 2-1. Greg Stammen will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Number 34, Greg.
Jose Altuve is in for the third time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. Popped him up. Cronenworth over to his left. One away. Carlos Correa stands in again, and his home run earlier has accounted for all of their runs so far in this one. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
At the plate now, Kyle Tucker, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? To second for 1. On to Hosmer, a double play, and that ends the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention
The
please.
pitcher coming on now as we get a look at the side armor, Joe Smith.
Number 38.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Here's a topper fouled off to the right, and that'll even the count at 2-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
That'll bring up Austin Nola as he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
And there's ball 2 now. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Full count now, 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing. And the hit will be Trent Grisham. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1-0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed, 1-1.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Strong will get there, and he puts it away to retire the... Now the Cuban import, Yuli Gurriel. No hits to this point.
The first baseman.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Sinkers in there. No balls and a strike. Hit hard on the ground to first. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. It was a walk in his last trip. He's set and the pitch. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Back goes Grisham at the track. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run.
And everyone in the home dugout just seemed to breathe a little easier. They're up 2 and only need 3 outs in their bullpen to wrap up the W. It's always nice to work with a little extra wiggle room.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Hit well again. Down the right field line. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs.
There are certain guys in every level.
Mark Melanson answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble. Into the box, Miles Straw. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up Yordan Alvarez. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the 2nd out. So 2 gone now in the Houston 8th, and that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitch.
There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first, make it 5-1. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And that one yanked just foul.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 9th inning coming up. Astros lead this one 5-1.
I'm too involved in God, not television.
Brian O'Grady will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. From the stretch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Barring any late turnaround, this win would belong to Justin Verlander. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
Brantley's after it. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Tommy Pham. He flew out in his last debut. And now the first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. One and 1 to San Diego's leadoff batter. can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And the pitch. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and backed up. A nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Jake Cronenworth stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Now this crowd of 36,000 plus come to their feet. Again, he sends it out of play. San Diego down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 5-1 the final total in today's game. Houston.